Four guitars, one song. What sounds best? Let's find out. So a couple of weeks ago, I started writing a brand new song, and when I was laying down the scratch track in Logic, I thought to myself, which guitar shall I use for this? And then I thought it might actually be an interesting video to film and share with you and get your thoughts about what you think is the best sounding guitar for this particular song. So the four guitars in the lineup include my Gibson Les Paul, my Fender Stratocaster, my Fender Telecaster with humbuckers, and the Tom Anderson Guitar Works Angel. All four guitars are quite different, although of course three of them are humbucker guitars, so they'll be a lot closer than the Stratocaster sound will be. But I thought it was a really interesting experiment to do, particularly for this type of music, which is more the heavier rock, progressive metal, a little bit sort of sound. So curious to get your thoughts on what you think is the most appropriate for this type of music as well. So now I'll play the video of the four different guitar parts repeating, the verse, the chorus, and the guitar solo. It's a bit repetitive, but I wanted to put the exact same parts in for each guitar to have a really good A, B, C, D comparison for each of them. So let's hear the track. So there you go, that was the four guitars playing the same parts and with the exact same settings in the amp. The only caveat being the Fender Stratocaster, where obviously with the single coil pickups, there's a slightly lower input gain. So I boosted the signal, I think, by about 3 or 4 decibels just to match the same input. I also brought down the treble by just a tiny bit in the Stratocaster because it was just very harsh otherwise using the exact same settings as per the humbuckers. So yeah, love to hear your thoughts about what you thought was the best for this particular song down below. Personally, for me, I think it was a combination of the Gibson Les Paul for the solo. I think the main reason for that was because it just felt very fluid to play, and the harmonics seemed to come a lot easier. Particularly at the end, you heard the kind of harmonic which a lot of the other tracks didn't have come through. I think for the main riff, probably the Fender Telecaster felt the best for me to play on. I connected with the sound a lot more. It was quite clear, but not too harsh like the Strat sound. And the Les Paul, for example, was a bit muddy for the verse sections, I thought. So I think you have to play around with the EQ a bit on the Les Paul to get that sounding a bit sweeter in the mix. I actually really enjoyed the sound of the Fender Stratocaster for the chorus. I think it really cut through and created a nice bite to the sound. So for me, I could potentially have 3 different guitars in this one song, and I think that for me would be the perfect mix. But love to get your thoughts. As a little bonus, I've also at the end of the video going to play you the isolated tracks of each guitar without the bass and without the drums, so you can hear exactly what they sound like without anything else in the mix. So let me know your thoughts down below, and look forward to seeing you in the next video.